Alright, welcome to another episode of Terrible TV. I'm joined by special guest Chris Raygun.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
It me.
How's it is him. The only Puerto Rican man I've ever met. And I gotta say...
Not impressed?
Not impressed.
Damn it.
Sorry, Puerto Rico. I know you're a huge population of the world, but Chris isn't giving you a good impression.
I don't think they're that big of a population of the world.
Yeah, well, I suppose...
Especially now.
Well...
After that hurricane.
We're off to a good start. Demonetized already.
I can say that.
Yeah? Okay, true. I can't. I'll be making zero hurricane jokes. I'll just be making a lot of dingo jokes, and that's about the only travesty we have in Australia. Dingo jokes, dingoes and sunburn. They're our two biggest killers.
There's nothing healthy about a tan.
So I've got a very special video for you today, Chris. I have a video. It's TLC. It's a reality TV show. For some reason, they've done an entire episode about a kid who's obsessed with vacuums.
Yes. Good. A normal thing,
yes,
for sure.
And watching the clip, I'm not sure if his biggest problem is vacuums, but we'll go into it.
The only thing 13-year-old Logan Holes of Sibley, Iowa likes more than the sound of one of his over 100 vacuum cleaners.
Two huge problems. He's got over 100 vacuums. Does he have over 100 carpets?
Maybe it's like a turn-based thing where it's like, oh, it's this one's turn. And maybe he's got him on rotation.
He's working his way up to 365 vacuums, one for each day.
There's got to be some kind of arousal thing here.
He loves the suck. That's what he likes. But the second problem I have is the kid's name is Logan Hall with a H. He's one letter off becoming the world's most famous vlogger. If his parents were called the Pauls, he wouldn't have to buy so many fucking vacuums to have a successful YouTube video.
What, you never stand next to a dead guy?
They're all old too. They got it's just they look like fucking bagpipes.
He's a fan of the classics. There's no
Dyson, the cool ones that have
no
anti-gravity ones.
Yeah, so he's a real fan of the classic vacuums. This is good. He loves a good old-timey suck.
I feel joy when I vacuum. I always vacuum at least 3 or 4 times a day, just to get that nice feeling.
3 or 4 times a day.
That's like Mr. Clean levels of fucking upkeep.
Dude, if I gave birth to a kid that vacuumed 4 times a day, I would chuck it out the window by age 3.
If I gave birth to a kid who fucking found joy in vacuuming, I don't even think people who professionally clean find joy in vacuuming.
I'd look at my wife and be like, we fucked up. We must have done. Did we drop him?
Well, the good thing is, if you catch it early enough, at age 3, it's not that much of a sacrifice. It's kind of like losing a save, 2 levels in. It's like, it's not a big deal. We can throw this away. You just start again.
It's like, actually, I don't like my character. I want to change the hairstyle.
No, exactly.
Chuck it out.
You're not that deep into Skyrim. It doesn't matter. You can restart. It's not like It's not like having a 20-year-old who's into this. It's like,
I wonder what happened if I went right instead of, took the tunnel.
Vacuums his bedroom. Then when he comes downstairs, vacuums living room.
And then through my living room, through the dining room, and then...
Why are they filming the mum at work?
To just get an idea of her natural habitat, I guess. The creature that birthed this disaster? I don't know.
Jeez, I'm lucky then. My mum's a hairdresser.
But why I don't understand. It's the kid, right, who's obsessed with vacuums.
Yeah.
Is he buying all of them? Vacuums aren't cheap. They're kind of expensive.
At least $100, yeah?
That's a lot of money for a kid.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I couldn't throw away $100 on a fucking vacuum. I was lucky if I made enough for a video game, what the fuck? So they're buying all these vacuums, facilitating this horrendously creepy addiction.
Yeah.
He's not making those decisions.
And you know what? Looking at his house, he's running out of floor space. He's gonna have to vacuum his fucking vacuums.
He wants to fill his entire living space with vacuums so that there's no way that any of it can get dirty enough for him to vacuum.
And he will come home from school, then vacuum again.
This woman just has to sit there listening to this. She's just trying to get her hair cut, and she has to...
Is that a woman or is that a bloke?
She's got big lips. I assumed it was feminine.
Oh, no.
I try not to make any assumptions here.
It's James Charles.
Hi, sisters!
It makes me feel kind of annoyed because there's always a vacuum running around the house and I can't really concentrate on what I want to do.
Whoa, check out the mullet on this guy.
Is that a mullet?
Okay.
Oh my god! I thought there was a lot of headphones.
Scratch this whole video. That's the biggest problem in this family. It's not
mullet?
Vacuum Boy, it's this fucking mullet.
He's got a Ringo Starr mullet. What the fuck is that?
Man.
I'm surprised at how similar they look, honestly.
There's always a vacuum running around the house, and I can't really concentrate on what I want to do.
She's playing the piano.
Well, that's so obnoxious.
Fuck.
Can you imagine being that obnoxious that you would vacuum
while
someone's
piano.
playing music?
That'd be like, we could never do this job.
No.
Like, it'd just be in every shot.
Wait, do the noise. Hey guys, welcome back to another Sick Lou review. Today, I want to talk about Logan Paul. Did you see this shit? Have you seen?
I usually.
Oh, he's got it on a bike.
That's so heavy. There's no way that's a... I fucking hurt myself. There's no way that he's actually... I want to see him ride. Play this video.
I like to go to other places to vacuum. My mom works at the hair salon.
I'm impressed by that. Like, it's hard to ride one-handed, let alone holding like a fucking...
I couldn't do one-handed. He's one-handed with a fucking vacuum.
And that's a lot of weight on one side, too. Fuck.
I can't believe that this cunt goes to his mother's workplace. Like, she's like, every day, she's like, finally, I can be away from the sound of vacuums. And then he rocks up on his bike. Mom, I finally worked out how to ride my bike and the vacuum.
He's a fucking terrorist.
Yeah.
He just goes to the people he loves most and just
follows them with a vacuum.
Purposefully ruins their day.
That's why he learned how to ride a bike with a vacuum, because no one would fucking drive him with the vacuum.
That's how determined he was to make his parents' life a living hell, is that he learned how to ride a bike in the most unintuitive way possible, just so he could facilitate horror to his family.
Lord help this poor woman if he gets a license.
My dad's a fire chief, so I vacuum at fire hall.
I like having Logan down here at the fire hall because firemen are the dirtiest guys in the world sometimes, which can't help.
He's like upgrading.
Yeah.
He's getting stronger.
But he still took the blue one with him.
For emotional support, I guess.
You reckon he'll take this one home? He's got a vacuum in all places.
Yeah.
He's like my maid, if you will.
This is slave labor is what this is. He has him working as a maid, and because he's his son and he likes to do it, he's clearly not paying him.
Dude, this kid has 3 jobs. He has to clean the house 6 times every day, then he has to clean the hairdressers, and then he has to clean fire trucks, which, one, not easy, also, probably dangerous.
Yeah, I would imagine. What the fuck is this? This is a really concerning story.
You know what would be great is if while he's in the back cleaning one of these trucks, they get an emergency fire call and they all run out and he's just on the top of the truck with a vacuum. Wait, I'm still on here.
No, he's in the truck and he doesn't let anybody in. I'm vacuuming!
It's not clean, get out, your boots are burnt, your boots are dirty. Your boots are dirty.
Sibley is a small town. Everyone knows everyone, and they may not know us directly, but they'll be like, hey, your son's the vacuum kid.
You're the mother of the weird cunt who rides his bike with a vacuum. Sometimes 2.
Oh, you gave birth to that the town psychopath.
The kid who knocks on everyone's door going, hello, do you need a suck? Anything you need sucked, I got the tool for it. All else fails, I got the mouth. Underage child might cut that one.
Next thing you know, we're receiving vacuums from these people that were broken. And most of the people thought it was just to let him play with them and experiment with them and things like that. But now he's repairing them and handing it back to them, saying, here's your vacuum back. And they're going, I just gave it to you to play with. I didn't expect it in return in working condition.
He's doing a vacuum repair business out of his fucking parents' house for free.
So he repairs vacuums for free.
Yeah.
He cleans the firehouse for free. He cleans a hairdresser for free, and he cleans his house for free. He's a slave. He's a slave.
He's a fucking
He's
slave.
a fucking actual slave. It's got dark, man. It's got fucking way dark. I saw this clip. Kid obsessed with vacuums. Oh, how charming and silly. And then it became very dark very quick.
And he's a fucking TV star. The cunt has 9 jobs, and he's not getting paid for any of them. Bro, I fucking called it. He's using a vacuum on a vacuum. He's vacuuming a vacuum.
That's meta, man.
That's so fucking meta.
I wanted to add to my collection. I created a business, Logan's Miracle Works Vacuum Cleaner Repairs.
So he gets paid.
Okay.
So he
gets paid for one job, and
he
the
owns
other
a
8 are
business.
for fun.
Every time I fix a vacuum cleaner, I feel like a detective trying to find out a crime.
I want to find out a crime. Let's find out some crimes.
Okay. Murder.
That's one.
Theft.
Oh, that's another one.
Forcing a child to clean places for free. It's a crime.
That sounds like one.
Feeling like a fucking detective.
Yeah, it's like Batman up in here.
The most important part about fixing a vacuum cleaner is having to test the vacuum cleaner to see if it runs.
Well, you reckon the most important part about checking to see if a vacuum cleaner works is throwing it into the ocean while singing.
The guy's like, no, elaborate. It's like, okay, sometimes to make sure the thing works, you have to test it.
Thing break, me fix, test, done.
I guarantee he's like fed up with these stupid questions.
Oh yeah, this kid's way smarter than the person behind the camera filming for a fucking TLC show.
Well, there's no way the cameraman knows anything about the internals of a vacuum.
No.
It'd be like, it'd be like your grandmother asking, how does YouTube work? And it's like, how am I going to communicate this with you?
It's impossible to tell you.
It's a video. It play.
I use glitter as my test dust because it's one of the hardest substances to vacuum up.
Looks incredibly easy. I think this guy's bullshitting.
Yeah, what makes it harder? What makes
You know
it
what would be a
harder
harder
substance?
substance? Liquid.
Yeah.
Would fuck your vacuum.
Perfect.
Oh, is that how it ends?
That's how it ends. That wasn't even like a clean...
That was terrifying.
That was kind of horrifying. It was like a Chucky trailer. What the fuck was that?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Well, thanks for joining me, Chris.
Yeah, no problem. What the fuck?
I hope you learned a lot about vacuums. I learned absolutely nothing apart from maybe don't force your kid to do slave labor.
I've learned that slave labor is apparently nice and completely fine as long as the kid likes it, I guess.
You know what I want to know? I want to know, like, what type of person does this kid grow up to become?
Probably somebody who hates vacuums, honestly.
Yeah.
He's probably going to look back like, what the fuck, man?
Maybe he'll just have, like, a complete 180 and he'll just have an obsession for leaf blowers. Like, when I was growing up, loved things that suck. Now, I only love things that blow. Maybe the leaf blower cunt.
It's a complete reverse.
Yeah,
It's like the fucking Uno reverse.
But instead of riding a bicycle, he'll have like a motorbike with a leaf blower on the back, and that's how he goes so fast.
He'll have a unicycle and a fucking leaf blower, and then he'll use the leaf blower to propel him across the highway to his next leaf blower sale.
Wonderful. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching Terrible TV. Make sure you check out Chris Raygun's channel.
Hi.
Do you have anything to plug?
The channel, that's it. You know how to Google. You're adults.
Sweet. Go check him out. Highly recommend. And subscribe. And let me know what we should watch next or who I should have on the show next. See you later.
Perfect!